Interesting.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Bajin here, and today I'm making a video about a video game discussion. As you can see from the title, it's gonna be featuring my mom, and basically topics we're gonna be talking about is games, consoles, a little bit of PCs, which is better, the player base, um, old games, old gen, new gen, sales, and GameStop, and etc. All that stuff. So it's my first live. It's a new topic, new video idea I'm doing, and it's gonna feature my mom. And let's get started. First, my mom would like to introduce herself.
Hi, I am Soy Mix. Soy Mix.
No, Bajin.
Legend.
Bajin.
Bet.
Bajin.
Oh my
I should
God,
know
my
that.
son changes his name every day. Bajin?
Yes.
Okay, excuse my voice. I'm sorry, I'm a little hoarse. I'm always screaming because I'm a gamer. That's why. Okay, so I am Bajin, mother, and I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer for many years. And I believe that I've taught my sons, because I also have another son, I taught my sons everything I know about video gaming. Um, Badgine is 18, but Badger started playing video games when he was about, what, 3?
Yeah.
He was about 3 years old. And I remember at that time I was playing with PS2, I believe. I'm a PS2 collector. We have so many. Oh my God, we have so many games. PS2, by the way, is my favorite console. Um, and if you're too young to understand, well, that's why I'm here. PS2, I believe, is the best console that was ever made. It's stronger. Um, every time a movie came out, there was a game that followed. It just has so many types of genre in PS2. So I remember having my PS2 at my kitchen table, and after work I used to go and play, or when I'm cooking dinner I used to play, and my favorite game was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now I didn't have the online edition. I wasn't playing online for PS2 because I had no interest in that. I didn't really know what that was about. I thought it was just like a chat room full of kids. So I would play the storyline by myself. Excuse me, my voice, I'm drinking tea. So one day I see my little son walking around, wanting my attention, and I used to put him on my lap, and he used to watch the game. Now, GTA is kind of violent, okay, but he was looking at the game, pointing at the game, and then I put the joystick. I was driving. I like to drive. So I put the joystick in his hand. And I said, baby, let's see. And his driving skills was like pretty much on point. Now, if you remember, San Andreas, if I'm not mistaken, had 2 players. Is that correct, Brandon? Do you remember?
I believe so. Kind of don't remember though.
Okay. And I think we may have played. The way they had 2 players was like this. I think you could have 2 joysticks, and there was a certain part of the game where you could play, but you have to stay close by. So once Brandon picked up the driving skills, then I gave him the controller. I always say joystick. Sorry, I'm old school. I gave him the controller, and we was running around the car just playing, no shooting really. I don't think he knew how to shoot then. Drive and stuff like that. Well, like I said, things change, and finally I got distracted, and when I woke up one day, Brandon was telling me, what was you up to now? Number?
GTA 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I said, okay, well, because I was a fan of the best GTA game was
GTA 4 with Nico.
Nico. Oh
GTA
my God.
Liberty City. Yeah.
Me and Brandon, we played that, right? Uh, Simultaneously, we played that game. I love the character. I thought the character, Gino,
Nico.
Nico, Nico was so freaking cool. When I love a character in the game, I play it. And then, Brandon was playing it, I was playing it, and I think that was the only game that I actually finished. I mean, the driving was smooth. I mean, that game was very easy to play, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? I thought that game was very easy.
The game. Well, on the player base, on what most players play, yeah, the game is really easy. You get a full 100% completion real fast with that game, and getting all the achievements and trophies in that game, yeah, it's possible, and yeah, it's a real easy game to accomplish 100% completion.
Was there any cheat codes in that game? Because I don't know how
I think there was. I don't believe it, but I don't believe there was. I don't remember. I'm not sure, but there could have been something.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed that game to the fullest. I know I finished it. I know the aiming, auto aim, we're going to talk about that, was on point. And it's the character itself. I love the character. So once we finished the game, we quickly, remember that day?
Yeah.
Quickly, before additional, right?
Yeah.
Ran to GameStop. Now, GameStop is our favorite place in the whole world. As a woman, if I had a choice to go anywhere, I would love to go to GameStop. And we bought Gay Tony.
Yeah, now Liberty City Stories.
No, I never bought that.
Yeah, it was stories from Liberty City. That's what it's called. The alternative name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you call it Ballad of Gay Tony, and then they had the other one, Lost to the Dam. It came in both.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Lost to the Dam.
Oh, okay. So it was Gay Tony and
Lost to the Dam. It's called Stories of Liberty City.
My God, I forgot that. Okay.
Which was the black and white style filter they had in the game.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the black and white.
Wow, I know no black and white. Okay. I remember that. Now, Gay Tony was very colorful game.
Yeah, that was very colorful.
That was so colorful. And I remember the intro when me and you was watching it. We saw Nico. We screamed.
Yeah.
Nico was in the car.
That was a hype moment.
We was hype. But for myself, it was something different about the game. Maybe it was just too much talking.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I didn't like the character. What was the name of the character?
I just know that the online, when it came to that, was way better than the original GTA 4 without the DLC.
Is that the online one you and your friends used to hang out by the airport?
Well, that was both GTAs. I mean, both the Nico and with Ballad of Gay Tony. Because the reason why it was way better, like Ballad of Gay Tony, because it had parachuting. That was a feature that they added. They added
something else they added.
I think they added APCs, different type of weapons and vehicles. They had that too. It was just more.
And they did something to the auto aim.
No, it was the same.
No, that's why I didn't finish playing it. It was maybe they did assist auto. I'm not into that. Just give me plain old fashioned auto aim. I felt that there was a different, and it was a different in driving. Remember they said that in the book?
I didn't really notice, but I just know that online was way better.
What's the GameStop book we used to buy?
The Game Informers.
Game Informers. I read it. They did change a few things, and it was a lot of profanity.
Oh.
It was a lot of profanity.
A lot of sexual content in the game.
Sexual content, yes, and it was a lot of, like I said, dialogue. It was. I felt it was a lot of dialogue. And what was the name of the character?
Luis?
Yeah. That was his name?
Luis, yeah.
Well, I didn't like his character. No, not at all. So if I don't like a character, I'm not going to play the game. And the game was harder. I got stuck. Right by.
I noticed in the story mode.
Wasn't there a mission that you had to take the train or you had to shoot somebody? You was running after somebody.
I think so.
And it was a train in your way, so you had to aim between the cars or something.
But the story mode offered more activities to do. I think golfing was probably what the story mode. They had golfing, I think, in one of the missions, or just a golf feature or mission that involved it.
And it was more
interactions.
More NPCs that you had to kill.
Yeah.
I remember that. Being in
different
Scarfield, and I had like 20 or 30 minutes. I had to kill all at one time. Yes. They made it harder. I don't know why. They should just left it alone. But I would say the other one was quite easy. It was. It really was. So how you like the? And let's go to
Lost of the Dam.
yeah.
Lost of the Dam. I finished that one.
I
It was like a black and white style. The only good game mode, which in my opinion, I'm not sure about the player base, but in my opinion was probably Chopper versus Bikes. And basically, it was like a helicopter. It was like a cat and mouse game.
You're on a motorcycle now.
Yeah, it was like a helicopter was just supposed to take down the motorcycle. Basically, motorcycle got to hit all checkpoints before the helicopter kills them. It was just a fun game mode, a nice style that would literally like say like a giant is chasing you or somebody chasing you. It was just fun.
What was the storyline about?
It was about bikers, I believe. I forgot the character name. I think it was Bruce. I don't remember. I don't think it was that, but I know he was known in GTA 5 and then he died. But honestly, the story mode was good.
In the end?
Yeah, GTA 5
Oh,
he
Lord
died.
Jesus,
Not in that game. GTA 5 he died by Trevor. Yeah. Trevor stumped his brains out.
What?
Yeah, it's horrible, but it was a mission scene. When first time you meet Trevor in GTA 5.
Really?
Yeah, he killed I think his name was Bruce. I don't remember.
Oh my. Now you told me something new.
Yeah. But Lost to the Dam, the filter was a black and white style. Bikers. Same thing with GTA. When it came to the online in GTA 4, it was a biker style, black and white. It wasn't much features. It was like probably how GTA 5 is today with the bikes update on GTA Online. It's like confusing, but it was more like motorcycles and crews.
It had a lot of dialogue as well too.
Yeah, a lot of dialogue, a lot of emotions in that.
I would have to say probably good storyline, even though at that point.
It was quickly boring.
I wasn't feeling Gay Tony anymore. I still miss Nico. I wasn't feeling the Lost of the Dam.
Lost of the Dam, yeah.
The only thing I liked about it was the choppers. I'm not so great when it comes to motorcycle driving because I like first person when it comes to driving. So it was pretty cool that you had a gang behind you, right?
Yeah.
You always had a gang behind you.
Yeah, he was never alone.
And I liked the part when you had dialogue while you was driving.
Yeah.
I didn't know the storyline, but my son just informed me that he died in
GTA 5.
GTA 5. Now, GTA 5, I played a little bit. I bought that. I played a little bit. But, tell you the truth, I wasn't crazy about none of the characters. It was 3 in 1, right?
Yeah, 3 characters you could be.
It was just too much for me. And I think that's when I had to say salute and put my controller down. At that point in time, what console were we on now?
We
upgraded.
Yeah, when we bought GTA 5, we bought it for the 360 when it first came out, like the first day it came out. And that's when like the bugs and the glitches are still out. I could tell y'all when I got GTA, literally the first day it came out, I bought it for the 360. The first thing that happened, the game crashed. You could not access online. It was just too many players buying it on that one day. It was out of stock, remember?
Oh, you talking about
when you bought GTA 5?
The first one, yes.
Yeah, for 360.
About that.
It was out of stock. You found it at the last GameStop. I got
That's
it.
The one with the 3 characters?
Yeah, 3 characters.
Oh,
we bought it for the 360.
Ahead.
Yeah.
I think we're confusing our listeners because I was speaking about
GTA 4
when you first had that controller in your hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's my mistake. I'm speaking too fast. Since then, when I had my second child, which is Bean Jean's brother, 5 years later, what I did was, by that time, Brandon must have been about, I can't call him Brandon, excuse me. B. Jean must have been about 5, right?
Yeah.
So you're 5 years apart. By that time, he was gaming. So I bought him
a 360. Or original Xbox?
But I think I was still playing with the PlayStation too.
Yeah, it was still play.
Because I kept on buying. I'm a collector of PlayStation. So he was a fan of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
So I bought him the whole story mode of SpongeBob the same, just like the movie, right?
Yeah, SpongeBob video game movie, and we had Sponge out of water, and there was another one. Well, I'm bugging. Sponge out of water. That's a movie. Sponge at the bottom of the bikini. It was something like that. It was something like that. Something with a robot.
With all the 4 players.
It was that one too.
That was cute too. Well, like I said, I bought so many PlayStation games. So we bought the SpongeBob the movie because I didn't really want him to play Grand Theft Auto. That I didn't want him to go, that be his main game at the age of 5. So I bought him that, and boy, that boy ripped through that whole game, right?
Yeah.
He knew how to. I remember him doing the flips. Remember,
Mhm.
remember that level 1? It
Yeah.
was always that level 1. Here I go. That was a platform game, right?
Yeah, like a
Yeah. See,
platform where you could, go left or right, up and down.
yeah, I grew up on platform games. I don't know what to say about platform games now that I'm older. I can't play them. I have no patience for platform games. But back in the day, hell yeah. Excuse my language. Heck yeah. Um, but I gave him the joystick and I said, baby, show me what you got. And he did it. And he passed level 1. He passed level 2. He did flip for level 3, right?
Yeah.
And I think the rest was history. Do you remember your other game?
I remember Tacky too.
Tacky, yeah, Tacky. Oh yes,
That Nickelodeon show.
That crazy little Tacky.
Yeah.
He was really good in that. You remember any other platform game? I'm trying to think.
I just honestly remember
But
3. I remember the karaoke games.
Yes, we bought karaoke games.
Rockstar Hero.
Rockstar Hero. Oh my God, I love that.
Bomb.
But see, you was getting older then.
Yeah.
Rockstar Hero. I love rock and roll. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the first one that we conquered. And I thought I was part of the Jacksons back then with that guitar. Especially after my son went to school. I would take out that guitar, and we still got it, by the way.
And the card.
And I would take out that card and that thing, and and then I bought all of them, right?
Yeah.
And I got pretty bored with that.
Yeah, later on in the years, they started changing. That's when the 360 was getting popular.
It was all rock. And then it
died off.
Yeah, and
quickly.
then in between that, I said, okay, now since I got boys, I might as well buy Xbox because I'm a Sony player. I don't like Xbox. I play Sony games, Genesis, Sega Genesis. When everybody was playing Nintendo, I went to a Sony. So I said, since I have boys and I did my homework, I said, I think they probably would enjoy Xbox, which is more exciting.
Yeah.
More competitive, right?
Yeah, it was way different. The original Xbox.
Yeah, and I can have the original Xbox I had. Yeah, that's what I did. I had a choice to buy the second one, but at that time my money was low, so I wanted to surprise them with the first one. Why not? So the first one was on sale.
Yeah,
I got it. My kids wasn't that crazy about it.
But
I think they knew.
It was good. One of my favorite games on it was probably Godzilla.
Yeah.
Godzilla, that was probably like my favorite games. I would play all the time. So I can't really name no other games. I just know.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
We could name The Lion, the Witch, the Woods, Nadia, which was fun because it was up to 4 players.
Oh, on PS2, I remember that game. I used to play Cars. Oh,
I hated that game.
Was
but
nice.
I bought that game for my son. You see, that's the best thing. We're trying to debate right now what the best console was. Best console, in my opinion, was PlayStation 2. I'm sorry, it still is, hands down. They need to, what will you call that when you bring something back out?
A remake. Remake.
A remake?
Yeah.
I think they need to remake. What's another name?
Or I don't think it's called remake. Just bring it back out in general. They need to make it again.
Yeah, I forgot the word for it.
Not remaster. Remastered,
right? Remastered.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, remastered. I would love them to remaster PlayStation 2 for you to be able, for all the PlayStation gamers who have collected those PlayStation games throughout the years, so you could be able to play those PlayStation 2 and bring out maybe some more games, right?
Yeah, but if they did do that, like they did with the PS1, they didn't bring out the actual PS1. They brought out like a different version of the PS1, but made it pre-installed with 20 games. Remember, we bought that a long time ago. That was a very popular thing when they had the PS1. Sony. Yeah, that was.
Still got it?
Yeah, I still have it. That was the actual PS1, but they shrinked it. They remade it again and shrinked it, and put pre-installed games. They didn't actually sell the actual PS1. You know.
I think they should just remaster the PS2. Don't shrink anything. Maybe make it a little smaller. Maybe make it a different color, because I remember I had gray.
Yeah, gray.
I had a black one.
I think
And I had a fat one.
Yeah, fat
I didn't
one.
like that fat one. Oh, remember Bully?
Oh yeah, Bully. That
I never.
it was okay. I didn't really.
We was a fan of Rockstar.
I know
so
the fan base of it is hype about that game, but I wasn't a fan about Bully. Bully wasn't okay.
No, because I bought Bully because I was a fan of Rockstar. And I didn't no Bully.
Probably just having fun in the game, just beating up people is probably just the fun part. Hiding from the principals. That's probably like the good part.
Nah,
But overall, the game I didn't like it.
Let's talk about games that could have been better.
Oh yeah.
Games that have different chapters and something just fell. We're going to talk about games. We're not going to talk about consoles. Just games that we used to love and we don't like it no more. Number one, mine thing, Fable. Fable came out on what console?
They said the first Fable we didn't know about it came out for original Xbox.
Okay.
But we got into Fable with Fable 3 when it came out. So
if you want Fable 2.
They have Fable 2. No, I'm getting confused. Yeah, Fable 2 actually. Yeah, we got into Fable when they came out with Fable 2 for 360. It was lots of hype because people played it on the original Xbox. I found out because people played on the original Xbox Fable 1. It was such a success. So we got it and we caught on when it came out with Fable 2. And we bought
Christmas time.
Yeah, we bought it for the 360.
I bought it, and it's a platform game, right? It's not a platform.
It's not a platform. It's like a third-person, first-party game.
And
third party
shooting, right? No shooting.
Yeah, it was more like Magic.
Yeah, Magic.
Heaven or Hell.
Yeah,
decisions.
Make a decision. Okay, now that was good for me because at that
Fantasy.
time I was getting older and I wanted something easy. Yeah. I was tired of all the chasing, in the cars, the shooting. I just wanted something nice and slow.
Different genre game.
And it was very interesting. There were some things that you had to do. But everybody had made this big deal about this Fable.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out, it was a long line, they said. Mm-hmm. They announced it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially Fable 3.
And also, that was an Xbox exclusive, which means only for that.
Okay, yes. My son had explained to me there are some games that was only for that exclusive. Yeah. And I said, okay. And I can't think of one now, but Fable.
There's so many. Well, if you talk about for Xbox, you got Fable, Halo, Forza. Oh my God, there's so many.
And I love
Gears of Wars. Yeah.
If you're talking about driving skills, throughout the years, I was very disappointed. I remember having a keyboard. This is before he was born, and I remember playing with my. I don't want to lie now. Was it PS1? Somebody got to help me out there. I bought a beautiful steering wheel, and the game was Daytona.
Could have been for PS2.
So that was for the Daytona for the Genesis. I don't know because that before I had kids, and that was beautiful. I don't like racing car games no more. Driving games, I hate it. They need to go back, do it over, make it 2 players. Okay, back in my day, we had the options of having 2 players. We didn't have these big screen TVs. We had the little TV in the room, and I just don't understand. I wouldn't dare buy waste my money unless somebody bought it for me for a gift. But I wouldn't waste my money on a steering wheel unless my son.
But those are not even popular no more.
They're not. And I bet they're not as strong. You should saw the steering wheel I had back in the day. But I gave a lot of things away. But I wish I had kept it. Oh my God. And then they made the pedals. I never had the pedals, the brakes. Never had that. Okay, let's go back. So, Fable, yes. I don't know what happened. I don't know who made it. Do you remember the company made it?
Microsoft Studios. That's how I know when it started up.
Yeah, I remember.
It was exclusive. So.
Okay. I don't know. In the beginning, I was playing it. I thought it was a cute game. I got a little bored with it. I think maybe I got stuck somewhere.
Yeah, the game. I was playing it for like a long time. I was enjoying it, but I got stuck on a certain level where you had to bring somebody to something. It was type confusing.
It could have been a little glitch.
Yeah, it may have been glitch. And yes, it was glitch too because it always crashed when you started to load it, infinite loading.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you just have to restart your whole Xbox to clean this.
I hate that when the game get glitchy. Then part 3 came out. Oh my god!
Yeah, part 3. Remember? I think that was a flop. That was honestly, I played like the first like week with it or 3 days. I got completely bored. It wasn't even close to Fable 2. It was just, I can't explain it. It was like too much interaction and different travels. Like going somewhere in a location, it would just take you completely off.
I don't know what the storyline.
Did it have the same UI as Fable 2? Like what I mean by the UI, like the magic base system, was it the same? Like part 2? It I don't know. I just found it as a flop. It honestly was not good as part 2. It wasn't.
It was a flop.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna come out with part 4?
Well, probably in a few years, if they want to surprise attack Microsoft fans, they want to do that.
Good. And you think the sales will be good? I think so.
The sales will definitely be good. Because if it's a throwback, Microsoft fans would go crazy over that.
If you were a big fan of Fable, I think you
played it.
Back in your head, you want.
Or just want to get it for collection.
You want to get it. You will play it. But I don't know. Something with Fable, I don't know. What's another game? Silent Hill. Quite disappointed. Silent Hill is one of those type of games that I played Silent Hill before he was born. Scary game. Like I said, I used to have my game in the kitchen. That's when I used to live in my old apartment, and I played it. Oh my God, scary game. Because this was the type of game where you could actually hear footsteps, and you didn't need I wasn't playing with no headset. You could actually hear the footsteps in the game. I don't know what that's called. What do you call it? You actually hear things.
I forgot what they called it. Well, they call it corrosive sound. Surreal sound. Not surround sound. Surround sound is like the TV bar.
TV.
But it was. They called it a certain name.
Realistic sounds. I don't know.
Because they call it now like.
And I would hear like little things. That game. Now my son never experienced Silent Hill. I don't know.
I played it like one time.
Yeah, for some reason
it was scary.
He won't experience Silent Hill. Now, my thing is, I always said, if I see the package deal, right? Do they have it?
You'll probably find it on PS4 or Xbox One. I don't know. It's just overpriced.
It's overpriced.
It's just one of those days where you just probably like, I can't get it now. It's just too much.
Just like I can't get it now. Yeah. I'm not going to get it now. Too much. Even though you have like $300 in your pocket,
it's just like one of those days, like, and then sometimes it may have errors.
Yeah,
you gotta buy it on an old console. It's just weird.
It got a little bit too confusing. Yeah. I would love to have it in my collection. I would love to see my son play with it. But that game, scary. But there was also other scary games because I remember having my PS2. I was in a situation where I was just buying a lot of horror games. Another one.
This game called Manhunt.
Manhunt, yes. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I remember always looking at the art texture on the back of the.
Yes, and then my son started playing that, right? Yeah.
I played it one time. I don't really remember. I think
yes, Manhunt.
I really don't remember.
You went farther than I did. Yes, I did. Yes. Manhunt. Oh my God! Didn't they make a Manhunt too?
You know, that's the one we had. Manhunt 2. For PS2. Oh yeah, for the PS2.
That's where we had one.
I don't remember. I think they did.
God.
I just know
that game was done. Cup over there. Don't let it fall. Thank you. Oh wow, Manhunt. Yeah. Well, I didn't play that. I got scared. But you went a little farther.
Yeah, but I don't really remember much details in the game. I really don't. And then oh God.
Let me see.
24-hour. The game with that detective.
Watchtower. That's another game.
Oh, I remember that.
That came out a long time ago. My son never had the pleasure of playing that game. I believe they should make that remastered as well. About you, a young woman, and you have to hide, and there's a killer that's looking for you. Actually, I think the killer is your brother. I don't want to lie, or it's a family member or something. This killer have killed your family member. The acting was terrible, but what made it so intense? You could run, you could hide, uh, you could hide under things, and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And then I remember buying the last installment of Watchtower, and I didn't play it. I love the game. It was an Asian game called Fatal,
Oh,
Fatal,
Fatal Hours? No.
Fatal,
Uh,
Fatal something. Pretty scary. I played it a few times. About two sisters who went in the house. I think the third sister was dead. It was a ghost. Pretty darn spooky. But we're talking about back in the day. I guess if you kids played it, y'all be like, this is not scary. But yes, it was
well, it would
scary.
get you a part of little jitters and jump scares. But yeah,
But this wasn't even jump scares. Back in my day, we didn't have no jump scares. We had scares all the way through. That's what I'm trying to explain to them. We had scares all the way through the game where you had to literally just stop, take a breath, take a breather, look who's behind you, check your rooms and stuff. Let's talk about Resident Evil.
yes, that game will always stay popular. They're coming out with part 8. I think it's out now. Village. They made a remastered of part 1 or 2. I think Resident Evil 2, 'cause that's the best seller one. They recently, I think 1 year ago, not even 1 year, like a few months ago. So yeah, they made a remastered a Resident Evil 2. But that game will still live on until its day and still be good and still be made. 8 just came out.
Who do Resident Evil? What company?
Oh god,
I forgot.
I don't remember.
I forgot. Now Resident.
Capcom? I know Capcom
Oh,
is involved.
Capcom.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Uh, Corn
No,
Capcom.
Capcom. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Resident Evil. Yes.
That will
I
still
played
live on to this
one.
day.
I played two.
That's the
That's
best
before
one.
I had my children. Part two was so scary I had to cheat. Sorry. There was a time where you could actually buy the book and cheat. And I remember cheating through the whole game. I read the book. I step by step I cheated. Okay, so I can't count that. Part three, um, eh, it was going downhill for me. It was, yeah. What were we up to? Part 8?
Part 8. The one
Oh,
the
sure.
last Resident Evil I played was probably part 6. That one
Which
was
one with two
fun.
players?
Part 6.
I thought part 6 was fun.
Yeah, part 6 was fun.
They
That game wasn't even scary. Like you wouldn't even get no jump scares. It was like
it was
it
in
had
space,
scary.
right?
No, it wasn't space. It was like more like army and demons and big giant creatures. It was weird. It was like weird, scary creatures, but it wasn't scary. It was more interactive for online. Even if you're playing a single player experience, it was still good. But mostly online, you'll get the most fun. Yeah, there would be those demons running at you, creatures, weird stuff, and all that stuff spawning out of people's bodies. But it was fun, top tier fun. Resident Evil
I don't
5.
think they stuck to the storyline. That's why I got.
Yeah, they probably did stick to the story, but it was action packed fun.
I
You
know
playing it with
what
people,
the heck was going on.
all these zombies and demons would be coming at you like crazy. Big people. I remember this one mission was this big ass demon. Like it was like it was big. It was touching the clouds, and you had to take it down. He was destroying a town, and I remember just running through buildings, and that was it was NPCs that would help you like a whole army, and then you had your online friends like 4 people, random people, and you just like the voice chat. It was just good, and I played this on the PS3. PS3, yeah, it was top tier action.
Do you walk the dog?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But Resident Evil 5 was I played that before part 6. That game was hard. I don't know about other players, but if I was missing something, I never looked at a tutorial or nothing. But the first mission was so impossible to do for some reason for me. I never passed it. I just uninstalled it. I played that on the Xbox One. That's when I first got my Xbox One, and that was one of my first 3 games I had. Resident Evil 5. It was so hard. It was impossible to beat the first mission. I struggled. Then I uninstalled it. Never played it till this day. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Storyline. I remember I had a few books on Resident Evil. Yeah, I read the paperback books, Barnes and Nobles. I read the paperback books, the graphic novels. I was into that at one point. So, I don't know what happened, Resident Evil. Another game that I'm quite disappointed in, Lara Croft. Can we talk about that, please?
All right. Well, Lara Croft. Um.
And don't get me wrong, Lara Croft, that was before I had my children. I remember playing it. I was a young girl. When that game came out, the Sega Genesis, and my mother was still alive. That was the most beautiful game I ever saw in my life. The auto aiming, which we didn't know anything about that at the time, was on point. I mean, this woman was cool to death. Laura Croft was my girl. I was the biggest fan. I bought her books because she came with books. She came with plenty of books. I bought her graphic books. I wish I saved them, but I bought her books. I bought her tutorial books. I bought her posters. I mean, Lara Croft, I wanted to learn everything about her. I made sure when I played her video game, I made sure she didn't look like a fool. I made sure when she did die, well, rest in peace. But that girl was bad. She was bad. Walking through those
Traps,
ice cave
trap
with
pits, and all
just
that.
a tank top on and shorts
Yeah, booty
and
shorts.
boots.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. I played 1, 2, 3. Got kind of 3 was very hard. I didn't complete 3. 4, Angel of Death. I don't know who did that, who developed that, but that's when I had to say enough of that. Angel 4 was full of glitches. The walking was off point. The jumping, she kept on hitting herself in the head.
Yeah.
Even when I jumped to a little brick wall, I remember putting the game away for a year, coming back to it, to the same spot that I was stuck in. And no.
Yeah,
that was into me.
The last Tomb Raider I played was Legends.
And then it came back out. Right?
I played Legends. Remember Legends?
Yes, it came
for PS2.
Yeah,
I'm talking about I played Legends for PS2.
I didn't like her look.
I finished that one.
Yeah,
That's
you
one.
finished.
Yeah.
That was like to my son. That game was like a baby game, and I was trying to figure out. Wait a minute, Lara Croft is not something that you just play in less than 24 hours and you finish. This is a game that you play. You gotta take your time with it. You gotta.
Yeah, I remember Legends.
You played it.
I remember back in.
You been in
I don't remember, but
grade.
I definitely remember Legends. Legends was like, it was fun. It wasn't really much a challenge, I would say.
Was it not? You were very bored with it. You just finished it like that.
It was just a game. I probably just experienced, and it was good. It was good. And then there was one that came out after Legends.
Yes.
I forgot a picture it looked, but I remember the picture. I don't remember, but and then going to Lara Croft when it came out for the PS3, that's when they like took a quit in making the games of Tomb Raider series, and then they surprised people with a Lara Croft Tomb Raider for PS3 and Xbox 360, I believe, and that was oh my god, what is it called? Tomb Raider. Well, I could just say this the 5th anniversary. I'm probably saying it all wrong. 60th anniversary.
What's the one with all the collection? That's what I want.
Yeah, that's the 60th anniversary of 4th. It's something like that. I know they came out with a Tomb Raider for the PS3. The one that's like still relevant to this day. I finished it for the PS3 and I finished it for the PS4. That was a good Tomb Raider too. But like I said, the storyline was good. When it got to the ending, it was like a surprise attack. Like, what? That's it? I'm finished? I would say average time in beating it, probably it took me 3 days. I really don't remember. It took me a few days, but it just the surprise ending was weird. It was like you fighting a wizard, a mystical wizard that stole power of a staff, an amulet, or some jewel, and he's just trying to kill you, and then you kill him with like a few bullets. Like once you reach up to him, you just kill him with a few bullets, and then the story ends just like that. It was weird. It was weird. I can't explain. I really don't remember much.
I got turned off because I didn't like the way she looked. I understand you have to make these characters older. They have new graphics, but come on, this Lara Croft. The way she spoke, The way she walked. No, it was a no for me. Sorry, but I would like to get, for sentimental reasons, the whole
Yeah, the anniversary.
collect. Is
Yeah.
that the anniversary?
That's
I'm
confusing.
trying to
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to
And then
figure
they
out.
came out with another Tomb Raider.
Oh
I
yeah,
think,
it
oh
was
my
funny.
god, that one. That's probably where it honestly flopped. I'm not sure about other player base, but I probably noticed it wasn't getting much hype as the other one, which was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That was probably
Ah,
that's the recent one. That's probably out like 2 years ago or 1 year ago. I don't remember. It's probably 2018 or 2017. Maybe. I'm not sure. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I was hype. I wanted it, but I never got it. Um, I never saw it in stores really, or I just never saw it advertised on a video game PlayStation store or Xbox store. It's never there, so still up for available for purchase if y'all want to play it. But it's called Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and that is the recent one that's out like right now.
and then how you
So
feel
yeah,
about Modern Warfare? All those things.
always. Modern Warfare had a lot of downfall. Honestly, Modern Warfare at this point is, well, in my opinion, the last Modern Warfare I played, um, Infinite Warfare, I think, is the last one. Modern on Call of Duty is still relevant to this day. People like it, but the game had a lot of downfall. All right, story mode in every Call of Duty, even if it's Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and Infinite Warfare, like most people hate those three, especially in Advance and some other ones. But storyline in Call of Duty will always stay good. When it comes to online, um, the one right now, Cold War, uh, is not good in this online. The maps are horrible, and I definitely agree. I remember watching it, a gameplay or live. The maps, there's too many corners. There's too many places where you could camp. Or the places that the person is shadowing it with, the textures of the game is bad. Is bad. I remember the old map in MW3 Dome, a simple map for all the OGs that played it. That was a simple map. We all know that. All we conquered our 1v1s there with our friends, 3v3s, search and destroys, team deathmatch, snipers 1v1, all that. Nuketown. It honestly don't look good on. It's a popular map in Call of Duty. Started in Black Ops 1.
Um, the only
It don't look
game
good.
I was into at one time was Metal Gear.
I remember
That was so
Gear.
bad in my day. Metal Gear. I never finished it, but Metal Gear. Die Hard. I came across Die Hard. I finished that. That was a very relaxing game for the PlayStation 2. Sorry, Die Hard. Um, what else? Uh, there was a game that had two players that me and you was playing. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. No.
No.
Oh, Gears of War.
Gear of War.
For the
Yes.
360.
I
Yeah.
thought that was very interesting. I like the way they crouched down.
Yeah.
It just had too many button options.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
Gears
know
of War is still relevant. Yeah, that's Xbox
Yeah.
exclusive. That will
Okay.
always stay
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
They came
that
out with
was
part 5 right now.
that was pretty hot. I mean, any game that you could play 2 to 4 players, because we are gamers in here, and I would love to find a game where me and all my sons can play together. And it seemed that's like
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think they
obsolete.
honestly stopped making those, or it's just not like
Of course they did.
relevant to this day. Honestly, if you want to encounter a 2-player or 4-player game, you can't have as many controllers as you want. You can have as many controllers, but they require you to have a different system, and they know most people have multiple systems. Even if you're at the lowest, you will still have 2 PlayStations or 2 Xbox, and yeah. So would they usually add the option to play crossplay, or you have 2 PlayStations, you paying that PlayStation Plus 2 times for 2 accounts, or if you're not paying it, it's obviously being shared with that person account. Or if you're playing Xbox, that gold is being shared with that account. And you know, they give you the option to play crossplay. You can play with PC, PS4. So they know people own it like that. One PS4, one Xbox, and you can play it like that. That's how they expect you to play a 2-player or 4-player game among your family, yourself, or friends. So if you have a friend that want to come over, you can probably hook them over with a 2-player game. But You're gonna have to take them to your old classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-player games are so disappointing that I find myself, and I have two boys, and they both like different things, but sometimes at the same time they both like the same thing. But sometimes in our mindset, sometimes we all like the same thing, and if I could all get us together, but now it comes to the point where I have to buy another console, right? We have to buy
Yeah.
another console. Everybody doing their own thing.
Or the game again.
Everybody got their everybody doing their own thing. That's what's going on here lately. Um, in this household, everybody doing their own thing. Everybody have their own friends. Some people are online. Me right now, I'm not really online. I do a few streaming videos.
Yeah, PlayStation.
You can check me out on Just Tanya. That's JUST_Tanya TONYA.
Yeah, I'll put your
YouTube.
channel in description.
Yeah. I haven't did a video in over a month. I gotta get back. And my favorite game right now, my go-to game, is Fallout.
Fallout 4. Yeah.
Fallout 4. And I paid $80. It was during the pandemic. And I said to myself, I'm going to get me a game so when I could stay my butt in the house, I want to play. And I paid a lot of money for it. And now that I look back at it, I paid too much money.
Yeah, because honestly,
I paid too much.
Honestly,
oh my God.
I would say, like, if I wanted to buy DLCs in the game, right? I would have played the base game itself, which the base game itself of Fallout 4 is probably like, now I'm guessing $5. Just the base game, or if it's not that, the most expensive could be 20 or 15. So I would play the base game, and then I would notice what's in the story first, so they don't just go at me and just give me, all these missions. If I go at a certain point in the game, I'm not gonna know what the DLCs, So I would have played the base game, finished through the storyline. Then I feel like that I'm ready for the DLCs. I would have took, my money, bought the DLCs separately, because sometimes it might add up to what you're paying all in one. Or, if they have sales for each DLC, then it's definitely worth it. But like I said, I would play the base game first before buying any DLCs. So I know what's new and what's not new. I know the difference,
Yeah, so DLC. See, back in my day, it wasn't called DLCs. It was okay. Well, I don't want to get off topic, and maybe that's for another week. But we're going to talk about those Sims, and we're going to talk about these. That's for the next topic.
Yeah.
Consoles. We're going to talk about that Alienware.
Oh yeah, PCs.
PC games. We will talk about that. Much different from when I used to play PC games. I broke 5 computers playing The Sims. That's another story. I took a break from Fallout. I was playing Skyrim. Still,
yeah, for
Skyrim.
PS3.
Detroit Made Human. Very good game.
PS4.
I was streaming. I think I have that on my site as well. And right now, I'm just looking for like a cute, fun game. And my son was trying to convince me to play The Sims again. I put that down. That was a taboo game for me. I said, no, I broke 5 computers playing that game. And it's nothing like playing The Sims online as far as computer, PC. I said, I don't want to play on no black console. He said, well, please, just do it. I said, no. Since he get games for free, he said, come on, just try it. I said, no. And I debated this for about, almost a year now?
Yeah.
About a year. So he did it. And he said, okay, I got it already. Well, I said, okay, whatever. I played it, and I made my character and my 2 son characters. And I did enjoy making the character because it did look like us, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy that, and I have that on my Facebook. Later on, I may reveal my Facebook, but not now. I have that on my Facebook. And then I left it alone. Okay, I left it alone. I played it again in my living room. I played with one character, just to,
Yeah.
I always use a character that looked like myself because I like to design myself. And so far, so good. But then I noticed what? In my character.
Oh, yeah, it was gaining weight.
My character is gaining weight, so I left her alone. But I might play tonight. I don't know. I might do it. Yeah, I think I will. It's a little boring because she lives alone. She don't have no friends. But she has friends, but she's getting real fat. I don't know how fat she can get in a game. And basically, it's about building her up. But hands down, I'm sorry. And I like all the little, what do you call it? Add-ons.
Oh, add-ons. Yeah, they got a lot. A lot.
They got a lot. They got a lot. And knowing me, if I get hooked, I will be buying no add-ons. I'll be buying a collection. It's just too much. Because I like items. Um, I don't want to talk about the Sims. Sims is very complicated. Sims was my life. So I'm going to leave that alone for. The Sims need its own title. That's what I think. I'll leave that alone. Anything else before we end the show?
That's it mostly.
What are you playing now?
Me, I'm currently playing Plague Tale Innocence, which for my viewers they would know that I've been live streaming that game probably like a week ago. I haven't been playing it now ever since, but I usually use it. You can play the game on Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, I'm curious. Innocent Plague Tale, and I explained it in my older videos, so yeah, I could check that out. And, it's a good game so far. But I've just been learning some information and stuff. Collecting the free games with Gold and PlayStation Plus. That comes every month. What is it, like 4 games, I think? Xbox offer 2 360 games and 2 Xbox One games. And PlayStation offer 2 PS5 games and 2 PS4s. I think that's how it goes, yeah. So, nothing much so far.
And you're doing some editing Fortnite?
Oh, yeah, I'm practicing on that. Trying to get the 4K resolution, which is acting weird. But so far, practicing, and I'm doing good. I'm trying to grow this channel. Be sure, I recommend what the viewers like, and not much. That's it.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give my son a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
If you're new, subscribe.
If you're new, the more that you interact with us, the more videos that we'll come out with.
Yeah.
We or him. So give him some encouragement.
And then give me some feedback if y'all enjoy this topic.
Give us some feedback.
This is my first time. It's our first time. And if y'all like the content, just comment. If you don't like it, then say what you want to say.
Yeah, or throw out some old games. Remember, I'm an old head. So if you're over the age of 40 and you want to watch this video or you want to name some names, write down your comments. Be free to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
18 and over. Okay, and we'll make sure we get back to each and every one of you. And if you still want to hear some more commentary between son and mother versus son, then we'll do another video. Okay, so thank you. And shout out to New York, where New York is. Stay New York strong. And take care. Bye.
All right.